absolutely chuffed to bits about your getting through to the final 3.
Thank you.
I hope you are too.
Yep, very proud.
But I bet you are. Yeah, I know. No, it's great. And it goes without saying, the thing that we always think about, I've worked with Helen for how many years? 24, 25. The first thing I would say is Helen is such a safe pair of hands, and she never says no. She's the first to, oh, there's the bell, off we go. But this is not just about this yard, it's the stuff that she does outside of this yard, and Helen would be far too modest to list them. So I will list some of them if I can remember them all. I think the first thing to say is everything that Helen does is for the betterment and good of the thoroughbred and for the people who care for them. And I think one of the best examples of that is the fact that she's rehomed, given a permanent home to five horses from here, and has looked after them, kept them safe and secure. Even before Helen started here, she was at Neil Graham's. Only that, she's organised and found safe and secure permanent homes for countless others. Helen is the only person I know that's taken her level 4, and it's things like before head ladding, when she was travelling, she would end up going, you know, quite far away places for a decent amount of time, and instead of just sitting about, she would be studying and completing all her assignments and all of that thing, and she got through her level 3 and her level 4 in record time. But not only that, she's done she did I'm very bad at certificates, but she did her HGV rigid?
Yeah, the rigid Class C test.
So in case she was ever required to drive a big horse box, she can drive in Europe. We're really, really fortunate enough to have a really good bunch of youngsters from both the Northern Racing College and the British Racing School. Who is their mentor? Helen. And whilst Helen likes to have things done properly, make no mistake, she's got endless patience. When I have made one of my many mistakes, she's always my backstop. Like when Helen was travelling, it's like, oh, have we got that set of colours and I've forgotten to order them, and she'll do them it's that diligence and that meticulous approach it's been massive. What?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
And when the wheels are about to drop off, Helen's always stood in, and you know, we've probably had 1 or 2 howlers in we've worked together for 25 years. We would have had some howlers in that time, but we've navigated most of them, haven't we, I think?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Other people may say differently, the boss.
Delivered via jockeys in cars.
Yeah.
Gone to tack shops to get tack nearby race courses when required. Yeah. All of those things. So, yes. Improvised stalls, rugs.
Yeah, we've done that. But it's that. I can't stress the safe pair of hands, because, you know, there's so many opportunities for things to go wrong. And we tend to see them before they do. I mean, you see things before they happen. And I think that's vital to the smooth running of the yard.
Drive the tractor because I don't want to have the responsibility of it going wrong. But I do everything else. He's very affectionate when he wants to be, but he is very grumpy. He's half brother to Fresh and a horse we had called Alameen. He's unlucky not to win his race last year. He had a lot of minor setbacks. So he's quite lightly raced for his age. And hopefully he'll be a nice sort of 1.25 mile horse for the boss this year. But he's a great ride. Likes to do things in his own time, in his own way.
And all of these horses, with all the plaques, you've been here for all of them, haven't you?
Yeah. Not Halliwell. No, Halliwell I was here actually. The Tree Shock was here when I first came.
Yeah.
He had his last season.
Yeah.
Aftercare had his last season.
Yeah.
When he first arrived. I think you had Warningford. Was one of the top ones. Grandera had his last year here, and Heretic I think had run in the Guineas that year.
And you did Society Rock when he did all his.
Yeah, Society Rock. He's probably my all-time favourite. He wasn't very big, but he got a big heart, and he was very brave, and he never knew when to go down without a fight. And he got a lot of character, but we just clicked. We just got on from the off. He could bite people and kick people, but we always just sort of understood each other. I'd go in, do what I need to do, and come out, and he was a saint. And he took me all over the world. He was the first horse I flew internationally. Unfortunately, he missed the break in the race. That was his downfall. Wasn't always the best behaved in the stalls. But it was a great experience, and it was a great opportunity. But I was lucky to go 3 times to Hong Kong for James, and Canada as well. And it's nice to know that you're trusted. Most horses don't bother with this, whereas if a nebulizer, if they don't like it, that's it, you ain't getting near them. And everyone says, oh, you do this and you do that and you go above and beyond. And it's like, to me, it's just what I do. I have horses at home. I've always been around them. So to me, it's a way of life. It's not a chore for me to do it. I don't see it as work. He's actually, the other ones are out, so I'll have to use this. To move over, Philly, so we're on the other side. Rain, that's when you get really cold, you can't wrap up against it. So I'd much rather a nice frosty, crisp morning where you can put plenty of layers on. On a Tuesday to Friday, they all go back and brush horses over, so they're nice and tidy for the evening, because we now work a half on, half off rota. And on a Monday night, they all do the horses that they look after. So it's just sorting out, making sure everyone's got a similar number so that no one gets upset that they're doing less than someone else or more than someone else. Every day we do a list for all the staff. If they're not riding a 4th lot, and the yard staff, they make sure all the horses are dressed over, rugs are put back on. We try and do it fairly so that everyone's got the same amount. Keep everybody happy, keep the horses happy. So Spring Jim, who I had for the boss, he was reserve champion to Purple Moon in hand ex-racer finals, which was the programme before they started the retraining of racehorses, the ROR brand. And the current horse I have, Teddy, he takes part. We're not the best, but we like to go and take part and have a go, and he enjoys his days out, and we regularly attend ROR training clinics put on by Sophie in this area in Newmarket. And we also have taken part in a couple of the Thoroughbred Aftercare programme, which is Michael Pavley, and they're normally held at the Racing Museum in Newmarket. So it's nice and local, and they're generally around times that suits the racing staff and gives us an opportunity to have pony parties with our ex-racers. So in his retirement, Cesare, affectionately known as Ches in the yard, he was a yard favourite. When he retired from racing, he came to live with me, and my mum used to organise taking him to do the Quipco meter racehorse, which he regularly attended tracks, especially Ascot was his favourite, and everybody loved him at Ascot. And he also did a promotional video for the Great British Racing with David Williams, and he was very selective sometimes. He'd pick out who he wants to have cuddles with, but it's great for the public to be able to meet the horses and remember them as how they are now from how they were on the track, and he had quite a fan club.